skepticism is common. And when pitching something as unconventional as a solar EV, what storytelling strategies did you use to turn doubters into believers? And how can a young designer apply those ideas to their own project?
The founding principle for me was around transparency. And for many companies and many startups, it doesn't always go smoothly. And so we expected skeptics, we expected the haters. To be honest with you, I love the haters because it shows me that there's that much passion behind it. If people are ambivalent and they don't care at all either way, that's a red flag. But when we saw at Aptera that we had people who loved it so much, they would do anything for it. And then we had some haters. So what we were able to do, and in some respects, I don't think you're ever going to convince the haters. And I don't even necessarily think you want to try. But for people who they believe it and they want to believe it, but they're just a little skeptical, my founding principle is transparency. And that is telling the stories the way that they are. And that means that you don't always say all of the nice things. You have to be real. And I think that bringing people along on your journey through the good and bad times is really what it's all about, to change that skepticism, to help them to understand what you're facing and where you're going. And the reality is there are ups and downs. And I think the way to overcome skepticism and build a lifelong, true loyal group of ambassadors and followers is through that openness and that transparency and that willingness to bring people along for the ride through the good and the bad.
And thank you for defining what transparency actually means to you, because I think there's not a clear, pun intended, right, vision as to what that actually means. And the fact that you're like, hey, sometimes you have to say some of the bad things along with the good things. And I love the skeptics because they keep you honest, right? They're going to go ahead and bring up valuable points. And then if you can, here's the teacher in me, if you can educate them with the good data points that you know and see if they can poke holes in that as well, then it only furthers the discussion and conversation. So I'm with you in inviting and welcoming those that don't 100% agree to disagree.